Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Phobos.
And this is Gent.
And we are bringing you a game from the in-house tournament, tbh in-house tournament.
Yep.
This is the semifinals versus tbhSiF and Dman.
Or Dman. I am Dman.
I thought you were Gent. Anyway, as you can see, we have tbhSiF in the top left corner of Tall Dream Altar as the red Protoss. And we have Dman as the green Terran in the bottom right corner.
Terran versus Toss, very nice matchup, I must say.
I still think it's timing attack oriented, like it's game length oriented, but who knows?
This map is pretty big.
It is a big map, so I think actually it is in Protoss's favor.
Yeah, probably.
Unless Dman goes for a lot of heavy drops, which is basically the only way to really combat that Protoss death ball.
Yeah.
And even then, they just spend a round of warpins and get like 20 freaking stalkers in his base.
If he has 20 gateways.
Seems like it. Doesn't matter how many gateways there are, 20 stalkers just freaking appear.
Yeah, that's what happens. In case you guys didn't know, if you play Protoss, your unit count is multiplied by 5. So 4 gates actually produce you 20 units.
Very interesting spot on that supply depot. Not sure why it's there. I guess just to cut down on time spent away from mining.
I guess.
Do have that refinery up first, so we are going to see some mech-oriented play.
Mech play. Some Banshee or Thor or Hellions. I've been seeing lots of Hellions lately. Hellions have been a big favorite ever since, was it MLG? I think it was MLG Anaheim. I think, who was it? Select, maybe? One of the big Terran players was really favoring them.
Was it MMA or?
I have no idea. It was one of the, and they demolished one of Idra's matches using tons of Hellions.
Huh.
But
well, we do have those scouts moving out now. We do have that assimilator and the gateway almost up.
Another pylon. They're just both.
Ooh, did he?
Did he oversaturate? Oh no.
3.
Okay.
First base is clear. It looks like they're both heading for the same direction.
Hopefully he's going to be like, oh, he's right here, and put a proxy. That would be golden.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
It has happened before. And D-Man's not going to do that, and he's going to scout. And he's going to be like, nope, nothing here. Seen a factory go down? Perfect.
And that orbital command. That was a really tight timing on that factory and orbital command.
So we will be seeing, we just see a reactor coming out, which tells me that we won't be seeing lots of infantry player. Else I'd probably see a tech lab for combat shields or stem or something. But we are just seeing a reactor, so I'm guessing Hellions. That's still my guess.
Come on, there we go. And we do have, come on, stupid program. We do have, guess not. Guess the SCV decided it didn't want to chase the probe. But we do have that zealot here. The front does take a swipe at that SCV, and
he almost lost it right there. He's gonna maybe take a couple guys off the. Nope.
Does see this pylon way back here? Probably gonna hide some tech with that pylon.
I'd guess so. Maybe it's just their spot.
Ooh, that thing's toast.
Oh, and it does go down. So, SiF had a higher food count. He does have 2 units.
Just because of the chrono boost, though.
He does have 2 units, and Protoss units are all 2 food or over, besides probes.
Mm-hmm.
So that does count for
something.
4 food. So they're about even right now on food. Seeing the Hellion come out, perfect. 2 Hellions coming out. I'm wondering if he's gonna take those 2 Hellions out and then switch for a tech lab.
There's no tech lab built yet. If that were the case, I would have imagined he put the factory on this reactor here, but who knows? This is much higher gameplay than I play at, so anything's possible, I guess.
Yeah, anything. And that's actually a pretty scary army coming out for D-Man.
It does take a long time to get across the map here, though.
But he does only have 1 billet and 1 stalker, I believe.
He has 1 gateway, too, and I think that's the biggest teller right there.
Getting robotics facility. Here comes a
2
sentry.
more gateways and a sentry. Unfortunately, that sentry isn't going to have enough energy to really wall anything off. You have that expansion going down, and that expansion, I think, is what, if this push has any kind of success, it's because that expansion went down.
And if it does not, if it's not successful, then SiF will be in a pretty big lead.
Pretty big lead here, yeah. There goes that probe.
And that probe coming down.
Looks
So
like
he does know a little bit ahead of time what's going on. Maybe he's going to cancel? Nope. Not going to cancel? Alright, I couldn't tell.
He did cancel that, actually.
So, yeah.
The Hellions at the front, they're going to take apart that Zealot pretty quickly.
To get out more Stalkers, and this is not looking good at all for
No,
SiF.
this is not. There's a lot of firepower
There's a
third Stalker on the way in, and that warp gate is about to pump out another unit here.
And at this point, SiF's saying, what the F does Protoss do against the Terran? That's what I'd be thinking, because I'm bad. Every time I lose, I'm like, what the?
It's imbalanced. There's no way to win that.
It's so imbalanced.
I don't know, those probes did a lot of damage right there.
But that attack probably was around the 6-7 minute mark. I wasn't just paying attention, so I'm guessing around 6:45 to 7 minute mark.
Yeah, about.
And at that point, only having 3 units out as a Protoss, that's not very many. You would expect,
especially with warp gate technology.
Yeah, you'd expect
we
more.
do see the GG from SiF there, so Dman does manage to take game 1 here.
It looks like at ease. He just took it at ease. Doesn't seem.
Well, he applied a lot of really early pressure, double factory, double racks, vice versa. That's the racks, that's the factory. We're not quite getting upgrades yet, but on the way. So he was able to crank out a lot of really basic units and just overwhelm SiF with just sheer numbers.
Yeah.
And even on a map this big, he got those out pretty quickly.
On that attack, I think SiF could have canceled that expansion and just pumped out units from his gateways.
The problem with that is this gateway wasn't even a warp gate
Oh
yet.
yeah, that's true.
So he still had to deal with cooldowns. And that was a problem. If he was able to get a complete warp in there at the beginning, before the units really engaged, I bet you SiF would have been able to fend that off. But the timing attack on that that Dman was able to orchestrate was cut the gateways kind of out of the picture. And I think that was the crux of the fight right there.
I think he was just trying to get that robo as fast as he can, because he went 1 gate robo and then put 2 gates after the robo, and that's I could see that against Protoss, but not against Terran.
And here's why, apparently. Anyway, this is Phobos.
This is Gent.
Thanks for tuning in. This is game 1. Stay tuned, and we'll get game 2 right up.
For sure.